Is it possible to make a full-time living day trading in 2022? We're going to answer that question right here in this video. The realistic idea, can you make a full-time living as a day trader in 2022? Let's go. What's going on, guys? If you go on Google and you search about day trading, one of the most popular search results is, can you make a living as a day trader? So let's answer that question here in this video, and let's talk about what really goes into making a living as a day trader. There's a really popular stat that 90% of day traders fail, that it's impossible to make money as a day trader. That 10% of people that are making money as a day trader, they're living the dream, right? They're going through it and they figured it out. They know what they need to do. The problem is, too many people, and I'd say 90% of people that start day trading, the first thing they want to do is get rich. And that's the biggest issue here, is that people want to get rich overnight. That is not a business. That's not how you do something consistently. If you showed up to a job first day and all you said was, hey, I want to become the CEO overnight, they're going to laugh at you. If you go to the gym and you say, hey, I want to get muscles overnight, they're going to laugh at you. Everything in life that has a reward that's worth getting, you have to put in the effort, you have to put in the work. And that goes with day trading as well. To answer the question simply based on the numbers alone, can you make a living as a day trader in 2022? Let's look and see what is the actual median income here in the US. In 2019, it was $38,000. It dipped down to $37,000. 2021, it was $37,500 based on this number here. You can see the rise overall in the income. So let's just say $40,000 is a median income in the USA. Hey, are you watching this video right now considering to be a full-time day trader, or are you already a full-time day trader? Let me know in the comments below. I want to see how many people watching this video are actually either a full-time day trader, do they only day trade for a living, or are you trying to get to that point? Are you on your way to getting to that point? Let me know in the comments down below. Also hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below as well. Let's go. We know the average income is $40,000, but let's be realistic. You really need about $60,000 if you want to not be living in poverty. You know, making $40,000, it depends on where you live at, but let's just say $60,000 is what our target is for our living, our income for the year. How much do we need to make as a day trader? There are 252 total trading days in the year. And let's just say best case scenario, you traded every day that's possible, but you missed a few days. So we'll say total you traded 240 days in 2022. You only need to make $250 per day as a day trader to make $60,000 a year. Let's just say your goal is to make $100,000 per year and you trade for a total of 240 days per year. That's only $416 on average. The thing is, obviously, you're going to have some red days. If your profit target per day is $200, $300, and you're going above that, you're hitting some $400 days, some $500 days, and then you're keeping your losses to a minimum, you're keeping your losses to maybe $100, $200 per day. I think it's very realistic to believe that you can get to a point where you're making $200, $300 per day as a day trader in 2022. We've done the math. We know the numbers add up. It's possible. If you hit these very simple targets, $200, $300 per day, you can make a living based on what the actual median income is in the USA. But how can you hit those numbers consistently? Well, here's some ideas that I think can help you get to a point where you're making a full-time living as a day trader. The first tip, the one that I cannot stress the most, this is something that you just gotta do. If I could go back in time and tell myself 7 years ago, Patrick, don't do any of the other bullshit, just stick to this one thing, I think I would be a much better day trader today. What I would have told myself and what I'm telling you right now is to trade futures. Focus on one instrument every single day. Trade the ES, trade the NASDAQ, trade the Dow, trade crude oil, trade the Russell, whatever you want. Trade one instrument every day. Do that for months on end. Become super consistent. Become so dialed in at that point that you just wake up in the morning, you do the trades, it becomes mechanical. It becomes like you're a robot. Do this. This is going to be the secret to making a full-time living as a day trader. It's consistency. It's creating these habits. It's creating massive discipline. That's the problem for 90% of day traders. The reason they fail, the reason they can't make a full-time living from day trading is they don't have the consistency. They try to trade small caps. They try to trade the penny stocks. They try to trade the mid caps. They try to trade the options. They try to trade ETFs. They try to trade crypto, all these different things, Forex. And before they know it, they've lost all their money and they're back to McDonald's working. So if you want to be a full-time day trader, you want to make a living, focus on futures only. At least when you first start out, trade the micros, then trade the minis, but focus on only one instrument, my friends. The second idea, and almost as important as the first idea, is to put a maximum stop on your account. You can do this. You call your broker up, you can set it up online, however you want to do it. You set it so that no matter what, you cannot lose more money than a set amount. So let's say your overall profit target per day is $500 per day. Well, your maximum loss on the day should never be more than $500. Like maximum should never be more than $500, but realistically it should be more like $250 to $300 per day. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put a maximum loss on our account, $300 per day. So if we hit that max loss on the day, we're not allowed to trade anymore. No matter what we do, we can't call our broker, we can't do anything. We're locked out for the entire day at that point. What this is going to do is going to stop you from going on tilt. It's going to stop you from blowing up your account. It's going to stop you from just doing stupid things. How many times have you had a, quote unquote max loss in the day? You got down to that point. You ended up trying to trade out of it. You got to a deeper loss. And before you know it, your $300 maximum loss is now a $900 loss day. And you've lost a serious amount of money. The goal here is to limit ourselves. We're basically making it so no matter what, we can't lose more than $300 on that day. We can go on tilt. We can break our computer. Everything, we can try everything. Just go totally crazy. But no matter what, we're cut off and we're not allowed to trade after that. And this is going to stop you because it's going to make it so you can't trade till the next day. And knowing that's going to make you be like, okay, well, I don't want to hit my max loss on the day, number one. And then number two, if I do hit it, I can't do anything. Like I'm done. I got to walk away. So this is a very valuable tip for a new day trader. Please, guys, do this right now. If you haven't already, call your broker. Make it happen. Figure it out. How can you set up your maximum loss on the day so you cannot trade anymore at that point? The third advice, and probably this is like kind of the final advice and idea that you need to understand if you want to day trade full time, is don't quit your day job. If you're working at an office right now, you're doing some type of job where you're not in love with it, but you're getting paid every single day. You're getting paid, you're living, you're paying your bills, whatever it is. Don't quit your job right away just because you want to be a day trader. Get to a point where you become consistent day trading before you quit your real job. I see this happen so many times where people are like, hey, I quit my job. I want to learn to day trade. I want to become a full-time day trader. There's no rule that you can't have multiple jobs. There's no rules in the world that you can't have multiple income sources. So this idea that you have to quit your job so that you can become a day trader really is kind of like a crazy idea. Because number one, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, can you make money day trading consistently right off the bat? Like, is that a very realistic goal? I don't think so. Like when you first start out, you need to just focus on consistency, managing your losers, being able to walk away, things like that. The problem is if you quit your day job and all you're doing is expecting to make all the money from day trading right away, you're going to put way too much pressure on yourself, too much emotion. Those red days are going to be a lot harder to manage because you're like, shit, like I've lost all this money today and now I can't pay my rent because I have no other money coming in. So really, like if you're trying to become a, full-time day trader, just keep your normal job for now. You can always get another job, if you want to work at night or you want to day trade in the morning, whatever it is, like figure out a way that you can still work and still have money coming in even while you're trying to become a full-time day trader, right? And also just be realistic. Like I said, $200 a day adds up quickly. $200 a day becomes $50,000 pretty quickly if you do that for an entire year. It doesn't seem like a lot in the grand picture. You're not posting Rolexes and stacks of cash and Lamborghinis. But if you do that consistently and you're only working, 20 hours a week, maybe less per week, maybe 2 hours per day, 10 hours a week, making $50,000 a year, like that's the dream, right? Like that's the actual dream. Can you get to that point? I think it's very realistic that you can get to that point. Remember, $200 per day turns into $50,000. $200 per day turns into $50,000 per year. So try to really just be realistic and understand that this is a marathon and not a race, my friends. If you do these three things, you focus on futures, you focus on only one thing every single day, trading the same exact thing every day. If you have your maximum loss, you understand that you cannot lose more than a certain amount every single day, and then you are realistic, I think it's very possible to believe that you can become a full-time day trader, that you can make a living, a full-time living, full-time income as a day trader here in 2022, especially with the way the market's moving right now. The market's giving us some insane opportunities. If you guys haven't already tuned in, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, we're live right here on YouTube, doing it every morning, live. So already, you guys know where to come. Where do you want to go? Check it out every morning. Hit that subscribe button right now, the like button, all the buttons down below. I'll talk to you guys later on.